Players, today we'll be talking about Turtles of Grayskull Leatherhead, the master of tracking and trapping. So here we have Leatherhead looking like an origins from the Masters of the Universe, and so we have Masters of the Universe times Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from Mattel. So here we have a nice looking Leatherhead all decked out in Masters of the Universe style clothing. On the other side we see a wide-eyed looking left and looking right alligator with a trap on his hand. And so on the back we have He-Man, the mutated version, being trapped by Leatherhead. And we have a rhino and a pig that aren't separated. So we have Rocksteady and Bebop before they were Beaststeady. So I would love to have these two figures. If you're listening, Mattel, include that. But see, we have the mutated Man-Gator spent his life hunting down the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles everywhere, from the sewers to the Everglades. Krang and Shredder summoned him to a cross dimension to make sure turtles don't get in the way of obtaining the power of Grayskull. So here we can have the swap hat for Eternian helmet and the snatch enemies with the power trap. Okay. So on the top we have the Turtles of Grayskull Leatherhead. On the bottom we have the UPC code and lots of weights. So let's get it on the scale and see how much it weighs. Okay, Leatherhead is coming in at 12.8 ounces. So let's get it off the scale and out of the box.
Hey, open, damn it, open!
Okay, to get him out of the box, all you do is cut the piece of tape right here and then pull. And there is a little bit of drawings on the side. We can see we've got to attach his tail. We can put his trap in his left or right arm. So we'll just, or his hands, and then we can just open this up and pull him on out. Now we see that he does come with a card and not a comic like they used to. They've already skimped on us. So if I take it out, you can see here is the back and the front. And here are the instructions. So we see that we can just simply pop this on out. There are no ties being this in, so we don't have to snip the clips for this one. Just twist this on out, and there we go. Very simple. Now this is a very nice looking turtle. Now our alligator turtle, really. So we can see we can remove the helmet here. It just simply just slides on. It doesn't really clip on. And then he can have his patented helmet, or his Everglade hat on, and it does have a little ridge here for each eye. Very cool. Now the first thing you notice is he can take his jaw and open and close it. Very, very nice. And that head does have a ball joint, so it does rotate up and down, right and left without any problem. And we get the little shocking and rocking. Very cool. Now he does have the normal T-pose. Arms that rotate around, the peg hinge here at the elbow to rotate. We have the peg hinge here at the wrist, a swivel at the waist, legs on that peg hinge as well that goes forward and back, side to side, knees on the same peg hinge, get to rotate around, boot swivel, and ankle that's on a peg hinge. It rotates around, back and forward with a hole for a stand. So this is very nice looking Leatherhead. And you take this tail here and it just has a ball jointed clip. You can take that, and then once you have that on, you can just take that and rotate it around. As with ball joints, I just don't want to break the toys. So, but once you have it on, you can just rotate it around. And it does have a peg then. So why didn't they just include this in here instead of attached to his backside. Anyway, so we can see that it does provide a little bit of stability for this figure, so you can put him where the poses without using that nasty stand. Very nice. You can take it and then... Now the only problem that you'll see is this guy, when you have that, is coming in at 6.5 inches tall, or wide, at that nose to tail, and he's coming in at just 6.25 inches tall with that hat. So a little bit taller than some of the turtles that we've seen, but it's always nice to get a new figure. Now his claws do open and close, and they do look like a trap that you can catch somebody with. But this one has a handle, so you can put it in a hand. Now his left hand and right hand are basically the same. You can see them here. They just take it and just clip it in, and you can just have him hold it, because that makes sense, right? Hey, it's a faraway land. Everything doesn't have to make sense. Okay, so this is very nice, very cool looking figure. I definitely am digging him, and I'm glad to see him as part of the collection. So remember, as always, to like, subscribe, and keep collecting.